Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we like to say, call Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Merkah Kodash. Double honors to the elders, the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, the apostles and the elders of all Israel. Shalom. Salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there, spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right, as the scriptures teach us to do, wherever they may be. All right. Shalom to the very few sisters that do listen and just listen and learn as well. All right. Under Brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp.
This is Brother Batakala.
It's Brother Batazar.
And yeah, the brother has something on the spirit, man, and hey, we just gonna elaborate, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so basically what we're gonna talk about today is how invested in the righteous that the Lord is, and you know, really, okay, God. Really, you know, this has been the theme of the story the entire time. You know, the first time that the world was destroyed, really, there was only two righteous men that got saved because Japheth and Ham are some wicked ass niggas. But Shem and Noah were righteous and they were saved. Everybody else got killed. Now, could you go to that Genesis, brother?
This is Genesis 18 and 23. All right, now this is when the angels were going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So it says, and Abraham drew near and said, will you also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Will you also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked. That be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?
Nah, you good.
Oh, I got you. It says, and Yahweh said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will not spare all the place for their sakes.
I tell you good. Now, you know, if you continue reading, you'll notice that the number continues to get smaller and smaller. Now, the point that we're trying to make here is that the Lord would have continued to allow,
Go straight to 87.
would have continued to allow these moles to continue to do what they was doing if there was only a small portion of righteous men in that city. That's how invested in saving the righteous the Lord is. Now, of course, Yahweh knew that none of them niggas was righteous and they all had to go. But the point being made is that if it was at least 10 righteous men in that city, it wouldn't have got destroyed and they'd have been able to continue carrying on with what they was doing. Because that's how invested in the righteous the Lord is, man. And, you know, ultimately, only one man made it out of there who was really righteous. You know, the woman, his wife, got smoked because she wasn't righteous, which none of these bitches really are.
Well, she proved that.
Khan, go ahead, bro.
No, I was going to say she proved that because the elder apostle Tahar, you know, he made a point that she looked back, and she looked back because of the goodies.
That's right.
And a lot of these women that you brothers pursue to be invested in, they don't want to cut off these goodies and these opportunities that this place called America has. So he's gonna destroy those damn women too, because deep down in their subconscious, trust and believe me, they're all looking back. You know, I just want to make that point.
That's right. And another thing that I noticed in there too, and this, I mean, you know, like I said, Lot was really the only one that was righteous that got out of there. Even the two daughters was wicked based on the actions that they did later down the line, if you continue to read. But even Lot's so-called son-in-law was really a mo, man. He was really a mo, man, because he wanted to stay in there with all the moles, man. So the point being made is that the wicked, they don't have no chance, but the Lord will go above and beyond to save the righteous.
That's right.
Even if that means allowing moles to carry on. That's really why this place has been carrying on for so long.
Right.
Because, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, it's also, the Lord has a set measure. He said, because the Lord, he said in the scriptures, he said, I haven't destroyed the Ammonites because they have yet to fulfill their measure. You know, it's also in Job that says that he has appointed him his bounds that he cannot pass, man. So, you know, once these motherfuckers fill up that set measure, hey, we speaking about Sodom and Gomorrah, he said the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great. It's reached up to heaven, you know. So these motherfuckers, they're fulfilling their measure, but what? On the right-hand side, the righteous is fulfilling their measure by doing the work, man.
That's it.
You know, so that's why the Lord ain't sparing, man. You know, it says he does not move nor stir the times until the set measure is fulfilled, man. So that's just basically what we coming into, man. You know?
That's it. And another thing that I also want to point out as far as how invested in the righteous the Lord is, because Sodom and Gomorrah got nuked, make no mistake about it. But if you look at the footage of all of these nukes going off in Japan that they dropped over there, we talking about 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 mile radius of destruction. Lot was not in no car, man.
Right.
He was either on camels or on foot, but I'm pretty sure he left everything and just walked out of there.
No, he got.
Well, no, the angels. He had the angels. He had the angels.
The angels are transmitted.
He had divine intervention. He had the same thing as what's gonna deliver us out of this hill right here.
Right. Because this is how invested in the righteous the Lord is, right? Hold on, this is hold on, I'm gonna get it.
And Salakia for that, because it's a right and a wrong way, so that's my bad. I think it's in the next one, in 19.
19 con. I'm gonna find that real quick.
So, no, what I was gonna say is that everything that was done to that city, because make no mistake about it, Sodom was a great city, but it was to be made an example, and they wasn't just doing more activities. They was doing way more than that. They was doing adulterous activities. They was doing all type of activities and mannerism that was counterproductive to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now, granted, most of them were heathens. Of course, it was Jake down there, all right, because you had Lot. The reason Lot went down there because he had so much.
Yeah.
He had so much that him and the servants of Abraham, you know, they got into a brawl, to my knowledge, and they had to separate.
Right.
So that was just to be an example, you know.
Right.
It had to be an example, and that name, and what's so mocking about it is, in America, that's why when you go to the book of Isaiah, it says they declared their sin as Sodom, and they hide it not. What do you think America is famous for? And even that act is known as sodomy to this day. And that only in America deems it that, man. So they stuck themselves in their own heart.
I went too far, yeah, man. They say I just passed 83rd. That's my bad. My bad for interrupting.
No, go ahead. But nevertheless, man, the Lord is gonna deliver His elect, man. And if you really, all we really had to do was read Psalms, the 91st chapter. That's really the spirit, you know. You had it, though.
Yeah. This is because you know how invested the Lord is in the righteous. This is Psalm, it's like in Genesis 19:15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, "Arise, take thy wife, thy two daughters, which are here, lest you be consumed in the iniquity of the city." While he lingered, the man.
And Salaki, I want to make a point, which proves a man's family is saved through him.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Right. And while he lingered, the man laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his two daughters, Yahweh being merciful to him. And they brought him forth and set him without the city. So what? The angels grabbed the wife, the kids, everybody, out of the mercy of the Lord, and what? They set him outside the city. So it was instant transmission, man. They teleported him outside the city. Because what? The Lord was merciful. He was invested in the well-being of his elect, man. Okay?
That's right.
Now I'm gonna get that
And he always is. He showed you that. Who was that? Elisha or Elijah? Where he had the ravens bring him food.
Yep.
All right. Who was that? I think it was in the book of what's that? The three holy children. Was it Daniel? I know it's in the Apocrypha. Was it Daniel? They had Habakkuk.
Yeah, it was Daniel.
Yep, Daniel.
They had Habakkuk transported to him.
Yep.
To help him out.
To give him some food.
There you go. So
he got fed in the midst of hungry lions.
So there you go.
Yep.
That's how invested the Lord is in righteous men.
That's right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. It says, "So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were coming to it.
That's the one.
And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people." It says, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect."
Elaborate, Cosmo.
So, hey, man, like the brothers were saying, the Lord is invested in a very small remnant, okay? You have one grape, and then you have a cluster of grapes. And the Lord is going to disregard, he's going to destroy the rest of the grapes, but he's going to keep him one Oneness great. You know what I mean? And that goes into the remnant, man. All right, that's who the Lord is invested in, man. He said, let the multitude perish. They were made in vain. Hey, they're just extras, you know, part of the movie. No, I'm invested in these guys, these main characters, you know, this body that makes up the stature of my son. What? Because we trying to walk in the image of Yahushua, because Yahushua is made in the image of his father. We trying to get right, you know, and that's why the Lord is invested in our well-being, man.
I got a scripture. All right. It says, this is Isaiah 10 and verse 21. It said, because he said that the Lord is invested in a remnant, you know. This is Isaiah 10 and 21. It says, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. So, even though the Lord deals with, you know, the Israelites, he deals with a specific group of the Israelites, which is the 1/3, which includes the 144,000. It says, for though my people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return, and the consumption decree shall overflow with the righteousness. Because the biggest part of the Lord showing he loves us is allowing us to receive this truth.
That's right.
All right, because it's on one level, you know, it's a beautiful thing that you're an Israelite. But a lot of these niggas came down here just to be destroyed again. I'm going to read that again. It says, this is Isaiah 10 and 21. It says, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob. That's why he told the prophet Daniel, he was standing his lot at the end of days. It said, unto the mighty power, though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return, and the consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. For Yahweh of hosts shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of the land. So the Lord already thought about all this. He thought about all this. He measured it out. And not only did he do that, for you moose knucklehead fucking niggas, he told you he was going to do it. Then, matter of fact, look, I got to get this. I got to get this. He told you do it so you wouldn't think it's nothing. It's nothing you did. It's nothing your idol did.
Right.
What you say?
Unless the idol.
You know, you already know. You already know. This is Isaiah 48 and 5. We'll pull this out from Benji Trick Book. This is Isaiah 48 and 5. It says, I have seen from the beginning, declared it to thee, before it came to pass, I showed it thee, lest thou shouldest say, my idol have done this, and graven image and molten image, and have commanded them. So Caesar Borgia ain't finna get this glory.
No.
Allah ain't getting this fucking glory. The fucking Set ain't getting this glory. Buddha ain't getting this glory. No. You know, that's just like a nigga walking around with Mayweather record and shit, and he was just some bum sleeping under the bridge that he took it. Right. You know, went to another town and took all these accolades. Because, see, that's what Esau tried to do, man. They try to do it with us. They try to do it with the Lord. But no. When this ass whooping takes place, man, you gonna know who did it, man. The Most High is coming in that Ray spirit, man. I hate to say it. But this is what we got the nigga butt naked, Willie Manchester. See, this is what happens when you fuck with Deuce. Hey, the Lord is really about to fuck these people up, man. And he really fully wants his credit for it. So where's your God loving everybody at, nigga?
That's right.
He's invested in our elect, like the brother said. Y'all got some more?
I got this last one.
Come on.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect.
That's it. You want to close it out, Batak?
Con.
Ice man.
With that being said, man, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakak. We want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men who preach and teach the likewise doctrine with no compromises, not mixing it to fix it. I want to say shalom to all the Akim and few Aqua that may be listening. Lord willing, we'll be back at you with another video. And Lord willing, we got next. Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Yeah, Kwam Yasharallah, man. And we coming in the spirit of the beloved of the Apostle Tahar, man. Hey, we uploading this raw, man.
That's it, man.
Shalom.